Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great weekend. I am going to do a video today and I think I'll start a new little series. I'm going to make a little Easter journal out of these. I think I was thinking at first I might do it, it's just a little chocolate drops box. Rather than throw it out, we'll alter it. At first I thought I'd put them together to make it stronger, but let's just decide. I'm just going to grab my utensil box because it's all the way. Oh my goodness, I've dropped everything. That way I'll keep everything in there and I won't lose it, in theory. I've got a huge mess on my table. I really need to tidy up. I haven't been in here for 2 days. So the first thing I'm going to do, so this is a great tutorial too for a beginner. Another great way to make a journal out of just recycling. It won't be perfectly straight because I'll never do anything straight. And let's trim down here. If I can, without making a big mess. Okay, so I hope everyone is well. Yeah, I didn't get, Friday I was so, had to go in and out so many times. I just couldn't, you know, sort of get my head into the work and do a video. And yesterday I was out most of the day with my mother-in-law and then at the antique market, and then we spent the whole afternoon sorting some of the stuff out that I bought. So yep, so I didn't get anything done yesterday either, and I came back with a rip-roaring headache too, so I couldn't do anything. So that's the first one. I won't cut down the other one on video. I'll do that off screen. And so then you basically got to probably put 1 or 2 signatures in there and that sort of spine. And now I need to decide what to do. Now I did print. I loved Gail. Hello, Gail. I loved how Gail printed it up on the tea-dyed paper. So I printed up my Easter kits on tea-dyed paper. I just did 2 to a page. Look, it didn't even enjoy it very much. I did 2 to the page, so they're going to be a little bit small for the book. Not too small, but a little bit small. Maybe does anyone want the dimensions of the chocolate box? In centimetres, it's about 11 centimetres by nearly 15, and in inches it's nearly 6, so 5 3/4 by 4 1/4 inches, and then the spine is a little bit more than an inch and nearly 3 centimetres is the spine. So I've got my kits here all printed. I printed that one big because I thought, well, actually I don't think I want to cover it with that because then it will just be all the same. Not very organised. I think what I might do, I couldn't find all this stuff. I don't know what's in here. I've got things that my mum made in here. I've got to make journals out of those. I've got one that I made. Might fit. I don't know if that will, no, that's not going to do it. Wouldn't that be pretty though? That'd be pretty as a bigger journal. There's some stitching that I've been doing. Well, no, I did it a while ago. I tell a lie. And this is something I started a while ago as well. I was going to make it into a bag. But see, it's not in, I couldn't use that for this job because it's not in the right spot. That would be cute, wouldn't it? All these things, these are just all unfinished things in here. I don't think I've got anything else. No, I'm going to do something different with those ones. You probably can't even see what I'm looking at. So I'll just put that there. No, none of that. I think, well, that would be really nice, but I think I want to keep that. Wouldn't that be nice? But now I've printed it out little. I'll do something else with that. I need a small piece. I don't want to cut that down because that's just a waste. See, that would be perfect. But see, look how much I'd have to cut off. Wouldn't that be gorgeous as a cover? Anyway, that's not going to be the cover. Right, let's stop wasting time. I'm just going to hop up for a second and just see over here. Embroidery. Just a second. I'll be there in a sec. I've got some embroideries here. Just a minute. Someone sent me this. Some of these things could be nice. These were sent to me. Something like that would be really nice. Have a little Easter journal in there. I know what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm actually going to cover this with some, I think I'm going to cover it with some straw paper. So I've got straw paper right here. I'm going to grab a piece of straw paper and I'm going to grab my glue. Good idea not to have your wet one on your printed papers. So I'm using, for those who are new, I'm using white glue. I don't really use Fabri-Tac or anything else, just simply because it's not readily available here, and probably quite a expensive exercise to get that. So I don't, and I hate having to depend on things like Amazon. And I wouldn't like to depend on that for glue and stuff, because just not order it in time and find yourself without glue. And I just prefer to go and buy it, but down the road. So I just use white glue, PVA glue, Vinaville, whatever you like to call it, and it really works very well. I think the only difference is the other one, and this is also non-toxic. It's, you know, child safe, so that's another bonus. But it just takes a bit longer to dry. That's the only difference. But it's never bothered me. So by all means, if you want to use the Fabri-Tac, use it. I think that's what people use. So then I'm going to grab my little card here, card or bone folder, and just give it a bit of a smooth, I think. Not that you're going to be able to see it. I might cover it with that fabric. Might regret that decision, you never know. So that's that. I've got all these bodgy bits here that I need to trim off. I think you can probably tell I just decided to turn the camera on without really much of a plan. And I'll trim down that. And then what I'm going to do is just do that a little bit, get my creases. And here I'm going to snip where the crease is. And here. And I'm just going to take a little triangle out there. I don't often do this sort of thing. And there. Snip here. On screen, I hope. And here. And there we go. And then I'm going to glue these down. I'll just put the glue all the way along there. I've been dying to work with these kits. Really, really looking forward to it. Okay, and I'm just going to smooth it around a bit so it goes everywhere. Otherwise you get air pockets. You don't want air pockets. I'm just actually getting rid of the, you know, the box, so you can't see the box. Okay. Right. So that's that. Don't care about the ripples because I am going to be covering it up. So that at least when you look at it around there, because I don't ink, as many of you know. No, I'm a non-inker. So I've covered up my edges there. Now I need to think. I really do need to think about it. What do I want to put on the cover? So I could put this lovely embroidery. That could be super nice. I wonder. Got that one. Got more over there. Just let me have a quick look. Just be patient. I'll be back. That's nice. Oh, lots of nice things in here that I haven't looked at for a very long time that was sent to me. Oh, I'm talking and you can't hear me. I've got lots of lovely things that were sent to me that I haven't looked. I tucked away there, and I haven't pulled them out for a while. That's going to be too big. It's going to be a bit transparent, that one. Oh, that's beautiful. Who gave me that? Actually, I'm not going to use that. I've changed my mind. I'm going to actually do something like that, I think. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to put some fabric under it, and I think talk about changing mine in 2 shakes of a leg. Just see. Oh, I like that. I'm going to glue that down. I really do like that. I know I'm covering up the embroidery, that embroidery there, but I really like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that on there. Oh, I love that. It's going to be gorgeous. Okay, right. So it's going to be too long. Need my fabric scissors. Just trim that bit off there. And I'm actually going to put glue all over this. And I know that I'm covering this up, but I wanted to cover the, what do you call it, the box. I did want to cover that. And this also strengthens it. So, and also, like, you don't want to see the box through the fabric either. Talk about a fly by the seat of your pants video, honestly. Why can I never think? I can't plan things. I just can't plan it. It just doesn't happen for me. I just have to sit down and do it, or I won't get there. If I start planning, I become a nervous Nelly because I don't know what I want to do. Whereas if I put the video on, I'm forced to get a move on and think about it, because you don't want to sit here and see me fluff about all day not knowing what I want to do. Okay. Okay, good. It's a very gluey page. Right. Let's glue this down, and then I'll just trim off any excess. Put that up there. On screen, yes. So we might just get the cover done today. Yes, that's what we'll work on, the cover. So this is another for beginners video. Another for beginners video. And as you can see, it's just going to evolve as I go along. It's not going to be very planned, which is how I like to work, apparently. That'll eventually fray, so I'll just trim that there. And that's going to be a nice strip to go on my scrappy trim. There we go. Put that over there. Okay, I like that. Make sure it's all stuck down. Okay, great. Go and have a look, Lulu. We're making banana bread. Yum, yum. Oh, I love that embroidery. Oh, I don't know if I've scanned it. Oh, well. I'm not going to scan. You have to stick a fork in, Lulu. And then, yeah, stick a fork in. Love that. So I'm just thinking, I think I'll put some glue. I will. And if it comes out clean, it's ready. Yeah, it's ready. Okay. Actually, I might go and see. And because I've got, now in my phone, I've got a new phone for my birthday. I can attach movies together in my phone, so I'm very excited about that. So, is it, Lulu? I'm coming. Actually, I can join the videos together. Well, I'll come and I'm going to go and have afternoon tea with Lou, and then I'll come back and do more video. That's what I'll do. I'm just going to stick that down there because I like it. That's what I'm going to do. Stick it. And then I'm going to stitch around it. Okay, so I'll go off. I let that dry a minute. I'll have afternoon tea with Lulu, and then I'll come back and we'll work on this a bit more. Love that. I want to say Kathleen sent me this, but I can't remember. I'm very sorry, ladies. I've got a memory like a sieve. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Okay, I am back. I've had my tea with Lulu and Steffi, and we had some banana bread, and it was yummy. And so I've got this going on here. It's kind of dryish, so I'll be able to stitch around that. I think I'll do that first. And then we can cover up inside. I'm going to stitch around this first. I'm going to stitch in there to hold that down, and then I'm just going to do a stitch around here. And I'm not going to worry about it too much that it goes there. I'm just going to stitch around straight. I'm not going to try and go in and out, if you know what I mean, around the lacy bits. So let me just move all my stuff. See if I can get my sewing machine over here. And after this video, I think I better tidy up my mess because I am preparing some things. I'm sending out some pages for the giveaway challenges that are on at the moment. And I'm not saying any names because I have to contact the ladies. Well, some of them know. So I was just trying to do a little bit of that on and off the other day, so I need to get onto that again. So I've got all that mess everywhere. So let's just stitch around this. What a beautiful doily. Just had to stop and say that. Just going to trim off that thread there. Okay. Right. And then I'm just going to stitch around that bit there as well. And the thing about this sort of cardboard too is the sewing machines have no trouble going through it, because you've got to remember these sewing machines can, you know, they stitch through denim. My sewing machine dislikes sewing the hemp more than the paper. The paper doesn't hurt my sewing machine, I don't think. There we go. So that's nice and stitched down. And I may add some more. I might to the front. We'll decide that afterwards. I just need to have to think about it, really, don't I? Now, what I might do is just, oh, I love that. What I might do, I love that hanging down like that. Yeah, so don't limit yourselves always to your sort of boundaries. And what I mean is your boundary is this here. Like you can hang down. Let it hang down. Yeah, good. Okay, next. Right, what do I need to do next? What I need to do next is grab my papers. Now, I've got these things. These, I'm probably not going to use these in my Easter journal. They were left over from the other day. So I've got my papers here. Let's see on what types of paper did I print them on. Because I might decide what would I like to put inside. Oh, they're tags, journal cards. Put those there. See, I've got this. Oh, I think this would be super pretty inside here. Wouldn't that be pretty? But I kind of needed to print it on better paper. I might have to pause my... Oh, how many printouts did I do? So many printouts. So many printouts. So I need to go and print that one. I think I like this one. Not that one. The other one. Where is it? This one. I think I might go and print it, and then I'll come back on thicker paper. Or do I need thicker paper? I might. That'll be really pretty. I'll cut the bunnies though. Well, it doesn't matter. You won't be able to see them. Okay. Or this one. Or actually, rather than use my papers, why don't I use some ding dong scrapbooking paper? I'm using scrapbooking paper. Just a second. Now, where is my folder with the scrapbooking paper? I've lost it. Scrapbooking paper, where art thee? Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Here we go. This is what we need. This is what I'm going to put inside. So let me just have a look at it. I like to sort of, when I'm deciding, when I see that side, because then I can decide. Oh, that's not going to be big enough. But I am thinking I'm going to put some fabric there. So we'll keep that aside just as a thought. No. I'll bring it over here so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. I'm just trying to see what kind of scraps I've got that might fit. Oh, I love that. So I wouldn't mind that. I wonder if I would like that. Oh, that's upside down. That there. And that there. And then I get into, there are some wider pieces if I want them. Oh, that's nice. I like everything. These are all narrow though. See, they're all, there must have been bits that I've snipped off. Got some script. And I've got, oh, this pretty one. This one's wide enough. I still wanted to put fabric there though. I think I might use those. I think they'll go well. Okay, so I need to trim them down. And I actually think, I don't normally measure. Oh, well, actually, I'll show you an easy way to measure. It's not very precise, but it's a nice, easy, relaxing way to measure. Is you just grab your, I probably should use a pencil, but I'm not going to. So what you do is you just sort of, I'm not going to bring it right up to the edge because I don't want it to get in my way. And I'm just going to, I just know I have to trim slightly inside there, and I've got to trim there. Okay, so why don't I grab my cutter? I've got my little cutter, that's perfect. I thought I'd left it in the other room. Okay, so I'll trim this off here first. So I'm just going to line it up with these there. And there. Good. Put that in there. So that's going to go there. Yes, that's good. And what I can do then is measure this on here. How easy was that? You didn't have to get a ruler out or anything like that. Just put this on here, like so. Put a marking there. Just make sure I can see it. I've lost my other marking. Did I cut it off? No, there it is. I'm quite capable of cutting my markings off in one fell sweep and have to measure again. There we go. Don't need that bit. Oh, I might need that bit. You never know. Put that down on the floor. Now, let's grab this and glue that in. So I'd get my book and we'll put some PVA all over that. Oh, do I like that side better? I didn't look at that side. No, I think I'll go with the plainer side. Get my PVA. Oh, isn't this fun? So the difference between, you know, sort of like when I do the altered book is that you can't, I don't do sewing on those covers because they're thick, you know, book board or whatever you call it. So the nice thing about this sort of thing, and I actually haven't done one of these, I don't think, before, but is I can stitch through the cardboard. So it's a bit of fun. So I'm just going to grab my little card here and flatten that out. Make sure it's all glued down. Okay, nice. And as you can see, it very slowly becomes, it's kind of a soft cover, but it's thickening. Now, before I glue this one down, if I'm really onto it, I could actually, I like to do my sari silk sort of closure that it just sort of wraps around the book rather than tying a bow. So maybe I should think about it before I glue this down and stitch it there. No, I think I'll do it after because then that'll be bulky. I don't want it to be bulky. So that's good. That one's glued down well. And I think I'll just change this. I'll just put that like that. Okay, and we'll get some glue on here. No, I don't want that side. So these are just Stamperia papers. I can't remember what the collections are. I think that's the Magnolia something, Magnolia Hotel or whatever it's called. I don't know. And this one's something rose. I've slowly used up, pretty much used up that paper pad. It was very pink, I must say. So I used bits and pieces here and there, but not all at once, because otherwise it would have been very pink. A bit too pink for me. I like pink, but it would have been just a little bit too much. Okay. So we'll glue that down there. Okay. Right, now what I want to get is some fabric for there. So, oh, I've got a whole lot here. Just let me stand up and get it. Oops, everything's going to drop. You don't want it to be too precious. So this is just all fabric that I've tea dyed. And I'm just going to see, oh, I probably had some fabric over there. Didn't need to get this. I'm just going to grab one. This is a linen, that's nice. Most of these are linens. I think I'll use that one, or no, maybe this one. This one's good because it's more cotton and it's not as thick. Let's see, hopefully it's long enough. Or that one. No, that's short. Oh, that's even the perfect length, I should say. I love putting things in these little wooden boxes like that. I got that from my mum. My mum's like that. She has everything in little containers everywhere. So I just got to trim a little bit off. I might just try and tear it if I can. And it tore, yes, because I want the torn look. And I'm going to tear it if I can, because sometimes it doesn't go in both directions. But oh, this one does. I'm keeping those bits because I put those at the top of tags. There we go. And that is going to be glued right there. How about that? Let's get that going. So what I might do is I'm going to slide that up there like so. Am I on screen? Hope so. So I slide that there, kind of eyeball it. So it's about the same on either side. Get my glue, and I just go around with my glue like this. And then cover it. Right. Now I'll smush it about. Okay. And grab this, and on it goes. And we'll let that dry a bit, and then we can do our stitching. Okay, good. And that's going to look, I've got a bit more on the other side, doesn't matter. So I'll just flip that over. I don't want to fold it yet just because it's got to dry, otherwise it'll pucker up. And I just want to flick over here because I'm not sure what do I want to, do I want to just leave that like that? Do I want to add something? Oh, like that. This is nice. Like I could add, for example, a bit of something on the back. Not sure what. You could have a little bit of something on the back. That's a bit too tone on tone. Just got this pile of stuff here that I didn't put away, so I was just having a look at that, but no. Got my drawer here. Maybe you could have a little sort of make a little pocket with, oh, that's got those things on there. No. Make a little pocket there. And you could tuck something in there. That could be nice. Something different. When you close it's like that, and you can put a little journaling. That's what I think I might do. Do something different. Okay, so leave those. Is that the back? I think that's the back. So put that. I'll just trim that. Oh no, maybe I won't trim it until I stitch it because it will kind of stretch a bit. Just gotta put these drawers away. There we go. Right. Bring this over. I don't know if you'll be able to see. And actually I need it to go to there. I need to be aware of my boundaries. So probably, I think I'll stitch around this. Now I'm going to zigzag. I'm crashing into things. Okay. And so the reason why I didn't trim that off because it stretches, so that way I wasted less. Okay, and then I need to, well, that's pretty well glued down. I don't think I need to do anything there. Okay, good. So that is my cover. I don't think I'm going to do anything else on the cover. I love it. Put something in there. I'm going to stitch on some sari silk. It's very pretty. This is going to be my little Easter cover. There we have it. So, in the next video, we will sort out our pages, is what we'll do next. Sort out our pages, and then we'll start making the bits and pieces. Same process as the other one I just did. Yep, same process, just different cover, made in a different way. So I love that, and I think we're going to have some fun with this journal, and that embroidery is just yummy. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. Can't turn you off.